Hello. Uh, I just pray shortly first. Holy Spirit, lead everything what I say here, and give here also protection of Jesus' blood over me and over this video and over everybody who watches this, and take this video to the right persons just at the right time, in Jesus' name. I just watched this old movie, this Runaway Bride, and God started to talk to me through that, and he has been talking the same kind of topic also through other things recently, but the message was this, that are you true to yourself? Because in this movie, this bride, this Maggie, she was not true to herself. She tried to please everybody else. She was really sensitive and gentle and warm-hearted woman, and she had ran away 4 or 5 times just before she got married, because those fiancés, those men, they didn't see who she was. They didn't actually see that real herself. And but she didn't see herself either, and she tried to be everything that those men wanted her to be. And she kind of she had lost herself. And but then gradually she started to think that what are the things that I like, what are the things or food that I hate, and what do I appreciate and what I don't, and what are my dreams in my life, and what do I want to do in my life and what not, and what do I expect from a spouse, and so on. And then she gradually then she found herself. She became herself, her true self. And I don't know, the light is like different in a different angles. Okay, so I try to keep it here. So I realized that many times I have tried to be something else that I am before God. And I have tried to be holy or do all the right things so that I could get something from God, so that I could receive those promises that he has promised to me, or whatever. And then I got a beautiful present from God. And the present was this, that I felt that he loved me just as I am. Although I am a sinner, I have made many mistakes during my life, and there are many areas in my life that are unfinished. There are some areas in my life that are maybe almost finished or maybe finished already, but still he loves me nevertheless just as much. And I don't have to be perfect, because Jesus was already perfect for us all. He made a perfect act. There was already a perfect redemption there on the cross. So I don't have to be God. I don't have to try to save the world, or I don't have to try to save myself, or I don't have to try to please God, I mean in a wrong sense. But I can make mistakes also in my life, but it doesn't change God's love towards me. And it doesn't mean that then he doesn't fulfill his promises to me if I make a mistake. And also, am I true to myself? Am I true to my dreams and hopes and what I really want in my life? When I go to God and if I ask him something, do I ask things that I think that I should ask, or do I ask him some things that I really want? So we can be genuine and real ourselves, real selves. We can be that to God, because he has made us as we are. Our personalities, our souls, they are all different. We have different likes and dislikes in our lives. And when we are believers, we don't have to be the same kind of believers, everybody. I can worship God in a different way than the other one next to me. Or I can serve God in a different way than others. Or my personality is different than others, and it's okay. Because God wanted me to be just as I am. As also this what I am now explaining, I am just saying it's just same to you too. And it was kind of that gift that God gave me was like a beautiful gift of freedom, and that, well, I can now like sigh like this, and now I don't have to how do you say it, perform anymore. I don't have to try anymore. I don't have to work so hard anymore to get something. I can just be here and rest at the feet of Jesus, and I can be myself, and that is good, because he wanted me to be like I am. And I am not speaking against the Bible or Bible principles, but because we are all different kind of people. Our personalities are different, our tempers are different, our how we do things. And some people, they do things really quickly, and some people, they think over something many years. They are really slow, but that's okay, you know. And somebody could have said about Peter, for example, that because Peter was really, he had a hot temper. He was sometimes he was really furious and fierce and angry, and on one day he said to Jesus that I won't ever deny you, and whatever. He was like declaring, and he was really strong and determined. And the next day he denied Jesus 3 times. And still Jesus said to Peter that on this rock I built my church. So he was the rock of Jesus. And I think that other people, they could have thought that, Peter, are you sure? Wouldn't it be better that you have somebody who is more calm, or who doesn't change his mind, that he does something on the other day and the next day he's doing something else, and just the opposite? Are you sure, Jesus? But Peter was the right person. And God knows always the right persons to the jobs. God knows always who is the right person to the job. If he has a mission to you or a work, you can be sure that you are that person that is meant there. And you don't have to change your personality, or you don't have to change yourself, because God has already he has actually chosen you already before you were born. He chose you for that. So you can be just yourself, and because when you are yourself, your true self, you bring honor to God because He is your creator, He is your maker. So you don't have to be a religious, or you don't have to be like other Christians or other believers. You don't have to be like somebody else. You can be just yourself, and you can serve God as yourself. And we all have weak areas in our lives, and we have unfinished areas in our lives. Still, He loves us just as much all the time. And Jesus did the perfect work on the cross. He was perfect. We can't ever be. We don't have to perform anything, or we don't have to be perfect. God's love is like that God's love gives us much space so that we can grow in love. Of course, there are boundaries, but He gives us space, and He doesn't demand us, or He doesn't push us or something, because then we can't grow as He has meant us to grow. But if there is love around us, God's love, then we start to flourish, we start to grow, because we have that freedom, and we have that space. We have enough space. And we can also tell God about our dreams and hopes, and what we would like to get, and what we would like to do. We can also tell God what we want. We don't always have to say like, well, God, let it be like that your will be done in my life. Of course, we can pray like that, but it doesn't mean that our own will is something bad or unholy or something like that. Our own will is also important. And there are people whose will has been kind of crushed, or you feel that you don't know what is your own will, because there have been always people around you who have oppressed you and your will, and you have always your will has been under the oppression of other people, or under the will of other people. So then first you have to find your own will, then you can give it to God. But I think that He doesn't ever take our own will away. No. And there is always we have a free will. He doesn't, compel us to do something. We can always choose to follow Him or not. And for me, personally, it's really important to have that personal freedom and space around me. I need really much space. And God has given me that space. Still, He has always allured me, or He has loved me so much all the time that sometimes I have wanted to leave Him, but then I couldn't, because He was loving me all the time, and He gave me freedom. I know that I always have freedom to leave Him if I want to, but every day, as I have already spoken about this topic before, He makes me want to stay in a million little ways, because He shows me His love, and He loves me all the time. Also then when I feel myself that I'm not holy and I'm broken and I can't, fill the measure or something, And my background is like that there was a lot of religion and performance, and I have always tried to fit in or try to be so good or holy so that I am accepted. And I thought that God thinks so too. And now I got that gift that I saw that it's not like that. I am already accepted and loved by God, and I don't have to do anything. He can give me his gifts anyways, nevertheless. And he doesn't wait some performances or good deeds or whatever before he can give me gifts. Because parents, they give gifts to their children, although sometimes they are evil, sometimes they are good, but anyways, parents, they love their children anyway, so they give them gifts just out of love. So I just wanted to share this, and I also felt that God wanted me to share this thing also in English and not only in Finnish. And it's a good movie, and it's also a beautiful movie, because this woman, this Maggie there, she found her personality and her true self, and she also learned to protect herself and her boundaries, and then she knew what she wanted, and she became herself, and then she got married to this one man who saw her too, and it was really beautiful. The wedding scene was beautiful, and everything was so yeah, I saw that movie now in a different way than before. Okay, so of course, test everything, and may God bless you.